I'm crouched in a wine cellar holding a $300 bottle of champagne when I hear it. Friday night, when he reaches for the ring box. My hands freeze. Two voices. Men. Speaking Korean, but I catch the English words slipping through. Erica confirmed? She'll make sure he's distracted. One shot. Clean. See, I'm just a waitress. I serve truffle risotto to people who tip more than my rent. I smile. I stay invisible. That's the job. But upstairs, right now, sitting at table 7 with a diamond on her finger and murder in her contract. Is the woman who just ordered the man she's supposed to marry dead? His name is Nam, Korean Mafia. The kind of dangerous that walks into rooms and silences them. Her name is Erica, heiress, perfect smile, platinum hair that probably costs more than my car. And she just signed his death warrant for Friday. I have 3 choices. 1, pretend I heard nothing. Keep my head down. Let a man die. 2, call the cops. Watch them laugh before the mafia finds me in pieces. Or 3, your fiancé betrayed you. They're ready to strike. I just saved a killer's life. Which means I just ended mine. This is the story of how a single napkin note dragged me into a war I never asked for. With a man I should have let die. But before we dive deeper into Bessie's world, quick question. Where are you watching from right now? Drop your city or country in the comments. We love knowing our stories are reaching people across the globe. And if you're hooked on stories about impossible choices, dangerous loyalties, and ordinary people thrust into extraordinary situations, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Trust me, you won't want to miss what happens next. Share this with someone who loves crime dramas with heart. Someone who understands that sometimes the right choice is the most dangerous one. Now, let's see how deep this rabbit hole goes. Bessie's legs won't stop shaking. She takes the stairs 2 at a time. That $300 bottle somehow still intact in her grip. Her mind's doing math it shouldn't have to do. Friday night. When he reaches for the ring box. 2 days from now. 2 days to decide if she's the kind of person who lets a man get executed over dessert. She pushes through the kitchen doors and the noise hits like a wall. Carlos is yelling about undercooked scallops. Sarah's balancing 4 plates on one arm. Normal. Everything's so normal. Except table 7. Through the kitchen window, Bessie watches them. Erica leans in, whispering something that makes Nam's jaw tighten. She's wearing red, blood red, and that diamond on her finger catches the light like a threat. She looks at him the way you'd look at a business transaction. Because that's all he is to her. A problem. A stepping stone. A body that needs removing. Bessie. Bessie. Her manager Derek stares at her like she's grown a second head. Table 7 needs refills. Move. Right. Do the job. Be invisible. She grabs the wine, something French, something expensive, and forces her feet toward them. Every step feels like walking toward a cliff edge. What if they know she heard? What if there are cameras in that cellar? What if she's already dead and just doesn't know it yet? Thank you, sweetheart. Erica purrs, not even looking at her. Bessie is furniture to her. Wallpaper. But Nam, he sees her. And something in his gaze makes her blood run ice cold. Like he already knows she knows something she shouldn't. She pours his glass. Her hands steady somehow, but her pulse is screaming. Say nothing. Walk away. Survive this shift. Will there be anything else? Her voice sounds normal. Professional. We're perfect, Erica says, dismissing her with a wave. But Nam keeps watching. Bessie can't breathe. She ducks behind the prep station, presses her back against the cold steel, and tries to remember what normal felt like 10 minutes ago. This isn't her problem. She didn't sign up for this. But here's the thing about choices, sometimes they choose you. She thinks about her sister. About the rent she can barely cover. About how people like her don't survive getting involved with people like them. But she also thinks about Friday night. About a man reaching for a ring box while a bullet's already got his name on it. What kind of person lets that happen? Her hand moves before her brain catches up. She tears off the slip of paper. 8 words. That's all it takes to end everything she knows. Your fiancé betrayed you. They're ready to strike. She doesn't think. If she thinks, she'll stop. She refills Nam's water glass, sets it down, slides the note underneath. For 3 seconds, nothing happens. Then Nam's hand moves, casual, like he's just adjusting his glass. His fingers find the paper. He doesn't look at her. Doesn't acknowledge it. Just slips it into his pocket, and continues his conversation with Erica like nothing happened. But Bessie sees it. That microscopic shift in his posture, the way his smile doesn't quite reach his eyes anymore. She just lit a match in a room full of gasoline, and she has no idea who's going to burn. She clocks out at midnight. The parking lot's empty except for the luxury cars she'll never afford. Her phone buzzes. Unknown number. She stares at it for 5 seconds before she opens it. We need to talk. Tomorrow. Alone. N. Yeah. She's definitely going to die. Bessie doesn't sleep. She sits on her apartment floor with her back against the door, phone in one hand, kitchen knife in the other, watching the hours crawl toward dawn. We need to talk. Tomorrow. Alone. Every car that passes makes her flinch. Every footstep in the hallway stops her heart. By the time sunrise bleeds through her curtains, she's made 17 plans to run and discarded all of them. Because people like Nam don't send polite text messages. They send consequences. The meeting place is a warehouse in West Sacramento. Industrial. Isolated. The kind of location that screams, this is where bodies get buried. Bessie's hands shake on the steering wheel as she parks. Last chance to drive away. But her feet carry her forward anyway. Through the rusted door. Into the dark. The space inside is massive concrete floors, exposed beams, and in the center, a single chair under a hanging light bulb. Someone sitting in it. Not Nam. Erica. Bessie freezes. The heiress is bound to the chair with zip ties, mascara streaking down her perfect face. That blood-red dress is torn at the shoulder. The diamond ring gone. She's not screaming, not crying, just staring straight ahead with the dead-eyed look of someone who knows exactly how this ends. Miss Thompson. Bessie spins. Nam emerges from the shadows like he was always there, waiting. His suit is immaculate, his expression unreadable, but his knuckles are bruised. You came, he says. Not a question, a statement. You didn't give me much choice. There's always a choice. His eyes flicker to Erica, then back. You made yours last night. Now I'm making mine. Bessie's throat goes dry. What are you going to do to her? What she was going to do to me. His voice is calm, clinical, like he's discussing the weather. The difference is, I'll make it quick. Erica laughs, bitter, broken. You think killing me solves anything? My family won't stop. The contract's already signed, Nam. You're dead either way. Then I'll die knowing you went first. The gun appears in his hand like magic. Smooth, practiced, and Bessie realizes with cold clarity that she's not here as a witness. She's here as a test. Wait. The word rips out of her before she can stop it. Nam pauses. Why? Because Bessie's mind races. Because if you kill her here, right now, you prove she was right, that you're just another killer. Predictable. Controllable. Something shifts in Nam's expression. Interest, maybe. Or curiosity. Keep talking. Bessie's pulse hammers. She's improvising, grabbing at threads she barely understands. She said the contract's signed. That means someone else is calling the shots. Someone who wanted you both out of the way you did. Her framed for it. Erica's head snaps up. For the first time, fear cracks through her mask. Think about it, Bessie pushes. Why would an heiress get her hands this dirty? She could have hired anyone. But instead she's here. Personally involved. Personally exposed. She looks at Erica. Someone set you up too, didn't they? Silence. Then Erica's voice, quiet and venomous. My brother. 2 words that change everything. Nam lowers the gun. Explain. Marcus. Erica spits the name like poison. He's been positioning himself to take over the family operations for years. But father won't hand it over while I'm still viable. So Marcus needed me gone. And you, she looks at Nam with something between hatred and resignation. You were the perfect scapegoat. A violent mafia boss who murders his unfaithful fiancée in a jealous rage. I'm dead. You're hunted. And Marcus walks into power with clean hands. The pieces click together with horrifying clarity. Friday night wasn't just about killing you, Bessie says slowly. It was about making sure Erica couldn't back out. Once the hit was ordered under her name, she was locked in, guilty by association. Nam's jaw tightens. How many people know about Friday? Just Marcus and his crew. 3 men, ex-military. Erica meets his eyes. They're not going to stop just because you know. No. Nam slides the gun back into his holster. But they're going to wish they had. He cuts Erica's zip ties with a pocket knife. She stumbles forward, rubbing her wrists, looking between Nam and Bessie like she's trying to solve an equation that doesn't make sense. Why aren't I dead? She whispers. Because you're more useful alive. Nam's voice is ice. You're going to help me kill your brother, and then we're going to renegotiate the terms of our engagement. And if I refuse, then Bessie here was wrong, and I shoot you anyway. Erica looks at Bessie, really looks at her for the first time. Who the hell are you? Someone who should have minded her own business, Bessie mutters. Nam almost smiles. Almost. You saved my life. That makes it your business now. He moves toward the exit, expecting them both to follow. Erica goes, shoulders squared, despite the tremor in her legs. But Bessie stays frozen. I'm not part of this, she says. I just wanted to do the right thing. Nam turns back, and there's something dangerous in his expression. Something that looks almost like respect. Welcome to my world, Miss Thompson, where doing the right thing gets you killed or makes you a killer. I'm a waitress. You were. He holds the door open. Now you're an asset. And assets either work for me or they become liabilities. The threat hangs in the air, sharp and undeniable. Bessie thinks about her sister, her apartment, her normal life that's already bleeding out on this concrete floor. Then she thinks about Friday night, about bullets and ring boxes, and the split-second choice that brought her here. Sometimes choices choose you. She walks through the door, into the dark, into Nam's world, and she knows, with absolute certainty, that she's never walking back out. The plan is simple, which means it's going to go catastrophically wrong. Friday night arrives like a death sentence, gift wrapped in champagne and lies. The Gilded Lotus is packed, the usual parade of politicians, tech moguls, and criminals pretending to be civilized. Bessie's back in her uniform, back serving wine to people who don't see her. Except now, she's wearing a wire. Nam's voice crackles in her earpiece, low and controlled. Table 12. Marcus just arrived. Bessie's eyes flick toward the entrance. Marcus is everything Erica. Isn't sharp where she's soft, brutal where she's calculated. He moves through the restaurant like he owns it, flanked by two men built like concrete walls. Ex-military, the ones hired to pull the trigger. He's early, Bessie whispers into her collar mic. He wants to watch. Nam's voice darkens. Stay close to Erica. Right. Because Erica's the bait. She's at table 7, the same table where this nightmare started, sitting alone, looking every inch the grieving fiancée to be, the performance of her life. Except her hands won't stop shaking. Bessie approaches with a wine bottle, playing her role. Your usual? Erica's eyes meet hers. There's fear there now. Real fear. Is he in position? Don't talk. Just nod. Erica nods, barely perceptible. Across the room, Marcus settles into his booth. He orders whiskey, checks his watch. Waiting for the show. The minutes crawl by like hours. Then Nam walks through the front door. The restaurant doesn't go silent, that only happens in movies, but there's a shift. A ripple of recognition. People know who he is, what he represents. He's wearing a tuxedo that probably costs more than Bessie's yearly salary. His hair is slicked back, his expression calm. But Bessie sees the tension coiled in his shoulders, the predator beneath the polish. He walks straight to table 7. Erica stands, playing her part. Darling. My love. Nam takes her hand, kisses it, and slips something into her palm. A gun. Small. Discreet. Marcus watches from across the room, whiskey halfway to his lips. This is it. Nam reaches into his jacket, the signal, and everything explodes. Marcus's men move first. They're fast, but Nam's faster. He shoves Erica down as the first shot shatters a wine glass 3 inches from her head. Screaming erupts. Tables overturn. People stampede toward the exits. Bessie drops to the floor, heart slamming against her ribs. Another shot. Wood splinters above her head. Bessie, stay down! Nam's voice in her ear, sharp and commanding. But she can see Erica frozen under the table, gun clutched in trembling hands, eyes wide with terror. She's not going to shoot. She's going to get them all killed. Bessie doesn't think. She's learning not to. She lunges toward Erica, grabs her wrist. You want your brother dead? Now's your chance. I can't. He tried to kill you, Bessie hisses. He put a hit on you and blamed you for it. What are you waiting for? Permission? Something breaks in Erica's expression. She crawls out from under the table, gun raised. Marcus sees her. For 1 second, brother and sister lock eyes across the chaos. You don't have the spine, Marcus shouts over the gunfire. Erica pulls the trigger. The shot goes wide, panic. Not aim, but it's enough. Marcus dives for cover, and his men split focus. One stays on Nam, the other swings toward Erica. Big mistake. Nam moves like violence incarnate. One shot. Clean. The gunman drops. The second man fires again. Bessie feels the heat of the bullet pass her shoulder, and then Nam's on him. Brutal and efficient. It's over in seconds. 2 bodies. One brother scrambling toward the back exit. He's running, Erica screams. Nam's already moving. He vaults over a fallen table and disappears into the kitchen after Marcus. Erica starts to follow, but Bessie grabs her arm. Don't. He's my brother. Exactly. Bessie's voice is cold. Certain. And Nam's going to kill him. You need to decide right now, are you the woman who ordered a hit, or the woman who stopped one? Erica's face crumbles. I didn't want any of this. Nobody does. Bessie releases her. But we're here anyway. A single gunshot echoes from the kitchen. Then silence. Nam returns 60 seconds later. His jacket's torn. Blood on his collar, not his. His eyes find Erica first, then Bessie. It's done, he says simply. Erica collapses into a chair, the gun clattering to the floor. She's crying now, ugly, heaving sobs that shake her whole body. Bessie should feel something. Horror, guilt, fear. Instead, she just feels numb. Sirens wail in the distance. Nam straightens his tie like nothing happened. We have 4 minutes before police arrive. Erica, you're in shock. You saw nothing. Bessie, his eyes lock onto hers. You were hiding in the wine cellar the entire time. What about the bodies? Bessie asks. Her voice sounds strange, detached. Already handled. He glances at his watch. 3 minutes. Erica looks up, mascara streaking her face. What happens now? Nam's expression is unreadable. Now? You grieve. You inherit. You take your family's empire and you remember who saved your life. He pauses. And you never betray me again. And her? Erica looks at Bessie. The waitress who knows everything? Nam's eyes soften. Barely. She's not a waitress anymore. He extends a hand toward Bessie. She stares at it for 3 seconds that feel like hours. This is the moment. The choice. Walk away now or never walk away again. Bessie takes his hand. Good, Nam says. Because we have work to do. The sirens get louder. And Bessie realizes she's not afraid anymore. She's something worse. She's ready. The police buy the story. Rival gang violence. Wrong place, wrong time. Marcus and his men casualties of a world that eats its own. Erica plays the traumatized heiress perfectly. All tears and trembling hands and I just want to go home. Bessie plays the terrified waitress, because that part isn't acting. By sunrise, she's released. No charges, no follow-up questions. Just a detective's card tucked into her palm and a warning. Stay away from people like that. Too late for that. She drives home in silence, hands white-knuckled on the steering wheel, watching the city blur past through eyes that won't stop burning. Her apartment looks exactly the same. Same peeling wallpaper, same leaking faucet, same stack of bills on the counter that she can't afford to pay. But everything's different now. Bessie stands in her doorway and realizes she doesn't recognize this life anymore. It feels small, fragile, like a costume she's outgrown. She showers 3 times, trying to scrub the gunpowder residue off her skin. It doesn't help. Her phone buzzes. Unknown number. Again. Meet me. The address below. Come alone. She should ignore it. Block the number, pack a bag and disappear into a life where men don't die in restaurant kitchens. But she's already grabbing her keys. The address leads to a penthouse overlooking the Sacramento River. Glass walls, marble floors, the kind of wealth that doesn't apologize for existing. Nam's waiting on the balcony, suit jacket discarded, sleeves rolled up. He's holding a glass of something amber. He doesn't turn when she enters. You came. You knew I would. Yes. He finally looks at her. The question is why. Bessie doesn't have an answer. Or maybe she does and just doesn't want to say it out loud. Nam pours a second glass, offers it to her. You did well last night. 2 people died. 3. Marcus's driver didn't make it either. He says it like he's commenting on the weather. But you kept your head, stayed focused. That's rare. Bessie takes the glass but doesn't drink. Is that why I'm here? So you can recruit me? I'm offering you a choice. Nam leans against the railing. Walk away. I'll make sure you're protected, new identity, clean slate, enough money to start over anywhere you want. Your sister too. Her breath catches. You looked into my sister? I look into everyone. No apology. Just fact. She's 17. Scholarship student. Smart. She deserves a chance at a normal life. And I don't? You gave up normal the moment you slipped me that note. His eyes are dark, unreadable. Now you get to choose what comes next. What's the other option? Nam sets down his glass. You stay. You work for me. I teach you how to survive in a world that will kill you if you hesitate. You'll have money, power, protection, but you'll also have enemies. People who want you dead just for standing next to me. That's not much of a choice. It's the only honest one I can give you. He steps closer. I won't lie to you, Bessie. This life, it's ugly. It's brutal. Most people don't last a year. But you think I would. I think you already have. Something shifts in his expression, almost vulnerable. You saved my life. Not because I paid you. Not because you owed me. But because it was right. That kind of conviction, he pauses. That's dangerous and valuable. Bessie looks out at the river. Dawn's breaking, painting the water gold and red. If I stay, she says slowly, what happens to me? You become someone new, someone stronger. Nam's voice is quiet. Someone who doesn't apologize for surviving. She thinks about her apartment, her bills, her ordinary life that was slowly suffocating her anyway. Then she thinks about last night, the gunfire, the choices, the moment she grabbed Erica's wrist and told her to shoot. You want your brother dead? Now's your chance. That wasn't the old Bessie. The one who stayed invisible. The one who played it safe. That was someone else. Someone she might actually want to be. I have one condition, Bessie says. Nam waits. My sister never knows. She stays out of this completely. Clean money. Safe distance. She gets to be normal. Done. Just like that? Just like that. Nam extends his hand. So what's it going to be, Bessie Thompson? Safety or survival? She stares at his hand. This is it. The real choice. The one that defines everything that comes after. Bessie drains her glass in one swallow. The whiskey burns all the way down. Then she takes his hand. Teach me, she says. Nam's grip is firm. Final. Welcome to the family. And just like that, Bessie Thompson, the invisible waitress who just wanted to pay her rent, ceases to exist. Someone new takes her place. Someone dangerous. Someone who chose survival. 6 months later, Bessie doesn't flinch at gunshots anymore. She's standing in Nam's office, their office now reviewing surveillance footage from a shipment intercepted at the port. Her hair's shorter. Designer clothes replaced the waitress uniform. Diamond studs in her ears that cost more than a year's rent at her old apartment. She looks different. She is different. The Baltimore crew is pushing back on the new terms, she says, not looking up from the screen. They think we're overreaching. Nam glances over from his desk. What do you think? I think they're testing us, seeing if we'll blink first. And Bessie meets his eyes. We don't blink. Something passes between them. Understanding. Respect. Something else neither of them names. Nam nods. Handle it. 2 words. That's all it takes now. Bessie picks up her phone, dials. Her voice is calm, professional, with an edge that wasn't there before. Mr. Castellano. We need to clarify some misunderstandings about our arrangement. She negotiates like she was born to it. Firm but not aggressive. Clear about consequences without making threats she can't back up. By the time she hangs up, Baltimore's back in line. You're getting good at this, Nam observes. You're a good teacher. That's not what I meant. He stands, moves closer. You're not just following orders anymore. You're thinking like them, like us. Is that a problem? No. His hand brushes her shoulder, brief, controlled. It's progress. They don't talk about the way he looks at her now, the way she finds excuses to stay late in the office. They don't talk about a lot of things. The door opens. Erica walks in without knocking because of course she does. She's different too. Harder. Her father's empire is hers now, and she wears power like armor. The engagement to Nam is off mutual decision, strategic alliance instead. But the way she looks at Bessie hasn't changed. Still calculating, still uncertain whether to see her as ally or threat. "We have a problem," Erica announces. "The Ortega family is making moves in West Sacramento. Your territory." "Our territory," Nam corrects. "The treaty includes you now." Erica's jaw tightens, but she nods. "Then we need to respond. Together." "What are you proposing?" Bessie asks. Erica's eyes flicker with surprise. She still hasn't adjusted to Bessie having a voice in these conversations. A meeting, neutral ground, show unified strength. "Or walk into an ambush," Bessie counters. "The Ortegas have been quiet for months. Why surface now?" "Because they think we're weak," Nam says quietly. 3 families merged into one power structure. They're betting on fractures. Bessie turns to the map on the wall, marked with territories and allegiances. Red pins, blue pins, black pins for contested zones. It looks like a war waiting to happen. Because it is. "Then we give them a fracture," she says slowly. "A visible one. Make them think we're imploding. Draw them out." Erica stares at her. "You want to fake a civil war?" "I want them confident enough to make a mistake." Bessie traces the map with one finger. "We stage a public dispute. Maybe at the gala next week. You and Nam, arguing about territory splits. Loud enough for the right people to hear." Nam's watching her with that expression she's learned to recognize, the one that means he's already 3 steps ahead and impressed she's keeping up. "And when the Ortegas move?" he asks. "We'll be ready." Erica looks between them. This is insane. "It's effective," Bessie corrects. There's a long silence. Then Erica laughs, bitter, reluctant. "6 months ago, you were serving me wine. Now you're planning mob strategy. 6 months ago you tried to have him killed." Bessie's voice is cold. "We all evolve." The reminder lands like a slap. Erica's smile vanishes, but she doesn't argue. After Erica leaves, Nam moves to the window. The city sprawls below, Sacramento lit up like a circuit board, every light a life, a choice, a consequence. "Do you regret it?" he asks quietly. "Staying?" Bessie considers lying. Considers the version of herself who slept with a kitchen knife and dreamed of normal. "No," she says, and means it. "Even knowing what's coming, the Ortegas won't be the last. There will always be another threat, another war." "I know." "And you're okay with that?" Bessie joins him at the window. Their reflections overlap in the glass, 2 silhouettes against the dark. "I'm not sure 'okay' is the right word," she admits. "But I'm not afraid anymore, and I'm not invisible." Nam turns to her. His hand finds hers, deliberate this time, not accidental. "You were never invisible," he says. "I saw you from the first moment." Her breath catches. "Nam." "I know." He releases her hand but doesn't step away. "We don't talk about it. We have rules, boundaries." "We do. But if things were different..." "They're not." Bessie's voice is firm. "And they won't be. Not while we're building this." He nods, accepts it, because he knows she's right. Later, alone in her penthouse, the one Nam bought for her but she's slowly making her own, Bessie stands on the balcony and watches the same city from a different angle. Her phone buzzes. A text from her sister, miles away at college, safe and oblivious. "Miss you. When are you visiting?" Bessie types back. "Soon. Love you." A lie and a truth, tangled together. She thinks about the girl in the wine cellar, the one who heard a murder plot and chose to act. That girl's gone now. In her place is someone who negotiates with criminals, who plans wars, who stands next to a mafia boss and calls it partnership. Someone her sister can never know. The city glitters below, beautiful and brutal. And Bessie realizes she's not looking for an exit anymore. She's looking for the next move, the next threat, the next choice that will define who she's becoming. Because this is her life now. Dangerous, powerful, irrevocable. And somewhere between the gunfire and the glass towers, between the blood and the boardrooms, She stopped wanting to go back. The phone buzzes again. Nom. The Ortegas accepted the meeting. It's happening. Bessie smiles. Not the polite smile of a waitress. The smile of a predator who knows the game. She texts back, "Good. Let's make them regret it," and steps back inside. Into the dark. Into her new world, where survival isn't enough anymore. Now she wants to win. So there it is. Bessie Thompson, the waitress who overheard the wrong conversation, is gone. In her place, a woman who negotiates with criminals, who plans wars, who stands beside a mafia boss and calls it survival. The question isn't whether she made the right choice. The question is, what would you have done? Drop your answer in the comments. Would you have slipped that note, walked away, called the cops? I'm genuinely curious where you'd draw the line between self-preservation and doing what's right. And if you made it this far, you're clearly hooked on stories where ordinary people make extraordinary and dangerous choices. So do yourself a favor, hit subscribe and turn on notifications because we've got more stories like this coming. Stories about people who gamble everything on a single decision and live with the consequences. Share this with someone who loves crime dramas that don't hold back. Someone who understands that survival isn't always heroic, sometimes it's just brutal and necessary. Oh, and one more thing. Bessie's story? It's far from over. The Ortegas are coming. Erica's still calculating her next move. And Nam, well, let's just say mixing business with something more complicated never ends well. Want to know what happens next? Let us know in the comments if you want a part 2. If enough of you want it, we'll bring you back into Bessie's world where every choice is a gamble and trust is the most dangerous currency of all. Until then, stay sharp, stay curious, and remember, sometimes the most dangerous decision is the one that saves your life.